Hello guys, it is Jead and we have got another one of those store player picks, and I think this one is the best one yet. On top of that, we're up over 4 million coins. We've got to talk about what we bought, why we bought it, and what we can buy again. What can we buy ready for Path to Glory? And on top of all of that, when we're talking about the store, today we get a second token store. So we've already got the token store like the Rivals one, the one that you've already seen with those green tokens in the top right. Well, today we get our second token store with the Foot Champs tokens. So let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. Boys and girls, it is the last Friday before the World Cup. I hope you are hyped for it, man. Make sure you get out there and watch some games for this World Cup. I'm hyped for it. I'm hoping you're having a great time. Hopefully you had a great week as well, and we'll have a great weekend. It'll be a great weekend on FC for a few different reasons. Now, the SBCs we got yesterday, actually very, very underrated this Vidic if he wasn't so expensive. You can't make a card at 600,000 coins when we still to this day don't have a good pack right now. To be clear, this Vidic is insane. He is very, very good. When I show you guys the Evo we got today, the fact this is 600,000 coins is just a bit stupid. Now, he's got pretty much perfect playstyles. You'd maybe add Tiki to him. Even then, it's like, fine, perfect playstyles. The Vidic card plays in... I can't even speak. The Vidic card plays insane this year in game. If you guys have used a Vidic or a Vidic Evo, you'll know he plays insane. Lengthy centre-back with 95, defence physical, perfect playstyles, and perfect playstyle plus. He's just too expensive. And also, it's 11 squads. Whenever you see 11 squads and most of them are 89 plus, I don't know about you boys, but it just turns you off doing them. Like, I don't want to go and do an Emmanuel Vidic card that's 600,000 coins. So for me, I'm going to skip it. I'm going to do the Evo instead. However, we did get throwback marquee matchups. I'm going to unfavourite that. I mean, guys, if you need tradable packs, right, mega pack, fine, it is great. I just never do marquee matchups anymore. They're for the start of the year. And we got the showdown, Yang Hwon Jun against Adam Karabech. I don't know. The Vidic card was good, like in terms of content, a little bit expensive. These cards, I don't know. I don't really know what they are and what they're for. I assume it's a friendly game between South Korea and the Czech Republic, and this card actually looks okay. He's not long, though, so we're not going to be doing him. And the Karabech card, again, like, just not up to the power curve, even with like the upgrade if they win the game. So, going to unfavorite both of those. And let's address it, right? Let's address the elephant in the room, right? Swaps. I didn't put it in the thumbnail. I didn't put it in the title. I didn't want to put it there because I didn't want to clickbait it with exchange packs. If you see anyone do a video on, like, exchanges are back, it's kind of clickbait because they're not really back, right? They're called swaps. Now, EA developer, I can't remember the guy's name, but put a tweet out saying, don't listen to the leakers. Swap. This was yesterday, right, before content. He said, don't listen to the leakers. Exchanges are not coming back. And EA clearly trying to stay as far away from exchanges as possible, sticking to that thing they said at the start of the year. But I don't really get why. So we've got these swaps instead. So instead of being an unlimited pack grind with exchanges, you get an 83, 84, and 85. They give you 10 fantasy of football tokens. An 86 gives you 15. 87 gives you 30. 88 gives you 40. 89 gives you 50. 90 gives you 60. And this 91 rated squad gives you 75 tokens. And it's not a full squad, obviously. It's just 5 91 and above overall rated players. And you can't do this unlimited, by the way. It's repeatable once. That's it. Repeatable once, and it'll be repeatable every single week. So total tokens is 300. A little bit of quick math later. If you do one of these every single week, it's 300. However, stopping your tracks. I wouldn't complete them just yet. Now, it depends, right? 300 tokens sat there is great if you're someone doing a couple things, but for most people, I wouldn't even bother. It only matters for a few people, okay? So if you're like me and you're like 99% of the game, you are rushing as quick as you can to get this 2,000 token Evo you can get in the store here, right? This 2,000 token icon, great to the game icon Evo, that's insane. It's the one that gives like 97 stats, takes them to a 97 rate. It's broken. You can't get 2,000 tokens until next week anyway, so it just makes no sense going and putting your fodder in the exchanges until the end of the week. Now, the reason for this is, remember, see on the right there under the webcam, weekly limit 1,000. So if you go and do the exchanges and get 300, and then EA release loads more easy content for tokens, if you're not going to spend tokens now anyway, it makes no sense to go and waste all your fodder on exchanges when we're literally getting today a Path to Glory SBC that could be insane. And I know there'll be people that have gone and wasted 591s on tokens. And again, I do get it. These tokens are the new shiny thing. The only people that should go and rush for those tokens are people that are doing the 500 token Evo, which is really, really good, by the way. There's a lot of chains to this as well. I've not got any in my club, but the gold standard Evo does look really, really nice if you've got a chain there for it. And also if you're doing the 100 token Evo. And I guess if you're doing Amad Diallo as well. But even then, even the 100 ones, you can get them through the Hugo Sanchez stuff. So even then, I don't really see it. Literally just the 500 token, that is it. The rest of it, I don't understand. Don't do the exchanges. I was so hyped for it. I put a show out yesterday talking about it because I thought we were getting exchanges. That's what the leakers leaked. And no, we got swaps instead. So anyway, could have been a really cool concept. It's fine that it's there. It doesn't take away from anything, in my opinion. Like, it's fine being there. Just know I would hold off and do as little as possible. Only do it maybe if your duplicate storage is full and you have to get rid of fodder somewhere. But I talked before about the new Evo. The new Evo today, 9.5 out of 10. If not, just a straight 10 out of 10. The new Evo we got yesterday was amazing. Now, we've got leaked as well, the new Evos for today. 91 rated again, so we'll talk about those a little bit later. We know exactly what Evos are coming today at content time. The big Friday Evos that we all get. But yesterday we got, was it Anfield? It's about Van Dijk. It's not. It's about Carragher, but I thought it was about Van Dijk when I first seen it. Anfield's Wall, 50,000 coins. Now, all you need to know about this Evo, as you can see from the Van de Ven preview there, thank you, EA, that's a pretty good preview. It doesn't boost pace, but it gives a huge boost, very similar to the Vidic card that came out, to defending and physical. All you need to do is find the fastest card that fits into it. It's centre-back, left-back, or right-back that is lengthy. Although I think it says can't be... Oh, yeah, centre-back or right-back, I was right. That can be lengthy, right? So my Frimpong, for example, rapid, gets crazy, crazy stats. If lengthy wasn't a thing on this game, he'd be the first card I was doing. Like, look at the stats on that. 90 dribbling, 88 passing, but 95 defending, 96 physical. That is end-game level fullback. Again, he can't be lengthy, and I'm probably going to avoid doing that card. But if you've got a card like that, those sort of stats, who is lengthy, that's the perfect card for this. There's so many good chains, but just make sure anyone you put into this has crazy pace stats already. It doesn't even boost pace by a single stat. So they need to already have crazy pace. I feel like I'm talking too fast, man. But I get excited by Evos. I mean, I'm looking at this Messi card here. We're going to talk about him later. I just get excited by Evos. Let me calm down, right? I'm going to give you two cards you can look for chains for. Now, don't go and price fix these card, boys. I beg. Like, they're not worth it at all. But I just want to show you some cards for chains. You got this Roach card here who should be discard. Please no one go and price fix him. But he's a 90 pace bronze centre-back. I have no idea what chains are out there for this guy, but I'm sure there's some insane ones. And next one, even better. This guy I don't think you'll be able to price fix, so we're all good. This guy should be broken. Basically, he has 85 pace, but he also has 89 physical. Just crazy stats across the board. The reason this guy should be so broken, he fits the Anfield Wall Evo today, but he's also a right mid, so you can kind of chain him with some other Evos. And he's got Jockey, Quickstep, and Bruiser. Perfect play styles to have on a card ready to chain for a right back Evo. He's the one that used to be really expensive back in the day, and then since the Team of the Week player pick, he's back at 11k. Again, I don't know what if there is one out there, but I'm sure there's an insane Evo for this Toure card. If anyone can go and find it and finish it off in the Anfield's Wall, you'll have one of the most broken defenders in the entire game. So good luck to you. And the Season Pass Evos should really help with that as well. So SBCs decent, Evos insane. What were objectives saying? I mean, there's one really, really good thing. Kind of, I don't think it's under the radar, but there's one really good thing to the objectives yesterday, which I hope you guys have seen. We did get the weekly rush, by the way, which is not what I'm talking about. Is that in the live events, or should be in campaign, right? I don't play rush, you can tell, right? Weekly rush points. The only thing that really matters is you can get 100 tokens. Like, all the fodders are saying, but 100 tokens is pretty cool if you're someone that already plays rush. If you're not, I don't think you need to go and get those 100 tokens. Remember, EA are going to release like 2,000, 3,000 tokens a week, and you can only get 1,000 anyway. So don't worry about going and doing all the tokens. You just don't need to. What it did release yesterday, which you need to know about, is the Prime Heroes Event 4. Not for the Rapid Plus Evo. That Evo there gives you Rapid Plus as a third play style. The reason you need to know about this is if you click into it, and it doesn't take us there, I love when the game doesn't work, is that this is a golden goal event. So you have 30 chances. It's not repeatable, like, it doesn't like refresh, but you have 30 chances to go and play golden goal. That's insane for two reasons. Number one is Evos. If you're doing one of those chains I've just spoke about, Traore or Roach, Evos, like chains, great golden goal. But also, if you're someone, and I know it's at least be talking to someone, there's going to be someone stuck on this, who is struggling with right at the bottom down here, where is it? It should be North America. If you're struggling with Mexican Pride, the Mexico free kick, and you need to do both of these are kind of annoying to do the win 3 matches with the 6 Canadian players, or the win, or not win 6, but score at least 1 load driven with 6 USA players. Because there's now golden goal, it's way quicker to do these because you can do them in live events. So both of them finally can be done way easier, and you can ignore the Mexican free kick because you only need to do 2 of the 3 of this group objective. Everyone was struggling on Mexican free kicks because getting free kicks, especially against the world-class AI, is impossible. So instead, just go and play golden goal, and you can do both the other objectives. That's fantastic. I love a golden goal objective. I think we should always have one, but I do get it kind of defeats the purpose of things like rivals. So, and speaking of rivals, let's talk about it then. Let's talk about FUT Champs. Yeah, you thought I was going to say rivals. No, FUT Champs. Because FUT Champs tokens, right? Before we got the store player pick today, this is actually what I wanted to talk about. FUT Champs tokens. Because what you can see here, if we go right to the very top and have a look at preview rewards, right? 1,500 tokens. Forget the packs, forget the coins. 300k is crazy, but forget, just keep an eye on the tokens, right? 1,500 tokens is now for rank 1. So that's 15 wins. For 14, you get 1,400 tokens, right? 14, 15. And it scales down, but it doesn't scale down linearly. That's the one I'm trying to say there, right? For 13 wins, you get 1,100 tokens. So can you see that getting 14 and 15 is getting boosted massively? It's not linear. Then for 12 wins, you get 900 tokens. For 11 wins, you get 700 tokens. And then for 10 wins, you get 600 tokens. So can you see there's quite a big difference between some of the rewards in the higher tiers. I love that. If you're someone that gets 4 wins in champs or doesn't play champs, you're probably thinking, I don't care, skip the next part of the video. I get that, that's fine. What this is, there's so many people on this game who are hardcore, or at least, you know, more than casuals, who get between 9 and 11 or 12 wins. It just makes it so each win counts. That's all. That's all it is. Each win counts. If you're someone that normally gets 14, you want to probably push to get 15, get the extra 100 tokens. But if you're someone that's in these little, like, middle ranks here, 200 extra tokens there, 700 to 900, is really, really, really nice. So I think that's a dub. But the big elephant in the room that we've got to talk about now with champs tokens is, what are they worth? Because it's all good, 600 champs tokens being there. By the way, it's cut off on the left-hand side. I don't know if you guys see that, but oh no, so I was zoomed in. That's annoying. But anyway, the 600 champs tokens there. It's all good saying to you guys, if you know you get 10 wins, you're going to get 600 champs tokens. So for me, I'm more of a sort of 13 to 15. No, I'm not. I'm more of like a, 11, 12 win player. I'm probably going to get 11 wins, 700 tokens, maybe 900 tokens if we have a great weekend. If we get 10 wins, sadly, 600 tokens. What are they worth? Well, today, we'll find out. And I think I know the answer. And it's all to do with some of the leaked card designs. That will make sense in a second. I promise you, just stick around. That will make a lot of sense. It's to do with leaked card designs, and we already kind of know about it. But if you go to the store that's out currently right now, you will see the champs tokens are there, but there's no token store. I assume this will be a second tab in this section here called the champs token store. Will it be better or worse than rivals tokens, or whatever you want to call these, like regular tokens? I don't know. I don't know how you can be better than this 2,000 token evolution. I don't think you can be better, but I'm very, very hyped for it. I've not wanted to play champs for a long time for the rewards. I want to play champs because I like playing the game mode. There's a lot of jeopardy on the line. A lot of people hate that. I enjoy playing champs. I didn't play for rewards though. Champs rewards suck. Finally, if I can choose my own rewards, that is very, very good. So I'll talk about those card designs and why they matter and what I think is coming in the champs token store in a second. But before we go away from the store and before we move on to the leaks section of the video, we've got to talk about it then. We've got to talk about it. The best one is back. Where is it? If we go all the way to the right-hand side here, the Summer Sensation Choice Pack. And this one is different because it's not a 1 of 10, 1 of 5, 1 of 8. It's a 1 of 16, but it's not really a 1 of 16. I'll explain why. So, you get 3 of these. Now, this is really scummy from EA. I will always back EA because I think I sort of defend the game, but 99.9% of the time, it's impossible to back EA. You guys know more than me. You cannot back EA most of the time. And this is one of those times you can't back EA. And the reason I say that is 500,000 coins, but 750 FIFA points. To put that in perspective of like a pack on the store, right? 1,500 FIFA points is about 300,000 coins. If you're doing like a currency conversion, 1,500 is 300,000 coins, which means for a 750 FIFA point pack, this should be, in theory, a 150,000 coin pack. But EA went, no, let's make it a 500,000 coin pack. Do you know why they do that? They do that so they hope that you spend money on FIFA points because it's so much cheaper to buy it with FIFA points. Look, you boys do you. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to go and buy this pack of FIFA points, and it's because of those first 2 names on the team sheet there. Timewarp Messi and Timewarp Ronaldo. Now, this is the full list of players. We've got Timewarp Messi and Ronaldo. We've got Champions Morgan, Ultimate Scream Schneider, RC3 Base. I'm guessing that's Roberto Carlos, but I've never seen anyone call Roberto Carlos RC3. I guess that's fine. Garinja Timewarp, Kante Fantasy Football, Beckenbauer Thunderstruck, Caffey Winter Wildcard, Pina's Striker Winter Wildcards with low driven, that one is. Salma's Rating Reload, Valverde's Foot Birthday, Vieira's Winter Wildcards, Teo Hernandez Thunderstruck, Job Foot Birthday, and Modric's Foot Birthday. That's not Valverde's Foot Birthday, is it? What is that? That is... I think it's Valverde's Star Performer card. I assume it's I think it's this 90 rated one here with Intercept and Incisive anyway. But we go back to it there. You get 3 of them, but the only ones anyone's taking, and let me know if this is not you down below, but I assume it's everyone, is Messi and Ronaldo. Because Messi and Ronaldo, if you go to Footbin homepage, they're still worth loads, right? Messi's like right back up at what, like 2 million coins, and Ronaldo's right back up at 4 million coins. Like, insane, right? These have been up and down all over the place today. But they're still both really expensive. But as you'll see, none of the other cards in this pick whatsoever are hyped. I guess Vieira, but he was already hyped earlier today because of the new Evo change. He's been up and down loads. Oh, that's the 86, but even the 91 now. Sorry, the 91 is hyped now because of this new pack. But there's just, see, the rest of the cards are not really here on the Footbin page. I mean, Salma's there down the bottom. Pina's not even on here. You get 3 of these, pretty much either do 1 or do 2 of them and take Messi or Ronaldo. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you boys, Messi's just so much better on the game in terms of play styles, like game changer, great incisive, great ticky, great tech, first touch, quick step. I guess dead balls are half a bit of a waste. And you look at the Timewarp Ronaldo card, you happen to deal with aerial fortress, acrobatic, precision header, and power shot. So in terms of just pure meta, Messi's better, but this Ronaldo has a cold dynamic image, has a cold playstyle plus with finesse, and just moves different on this game. So I understand if you want to take Ronaldo. I understand if you want to take both, to be honest. If I'm me on this account, what am I doing? I'm probably taking both. I really want Timewarp Messi. I really want Timewarp Ronaldo. I'm probably going to spend 1 million coins. Yes, 1 million coins. I know. It's a little bit silly. Just to get Messi and Ronaldo and start working on some EVOs for them towards the end of the game because they both got finesse shot plus. I'm happy doing that. If you're not in a situation like me where you're not on 30 million coins, maybe you only do 1 of them. But who would you take? Let me know down below. 1, are you completing it? Do you not even care about this pack? Is it you passed it now with the new tokens in the store? Or are you doing it both? Are you doing it both and doing Messi and Ronaldo? Or if you're an absolute madman, doing it 3 times, taking Messi, Ronaldo, and then taking something stupid like, I guess, Salma rating reloads. I don't know why you would take that. But I expect to see a lot of this next year, right? These packs where you get plays in them, I'm telling you, and I've said this for probably 6 to 12 months now, yeah, up to a year, EA are trying to make it so they can put cards in the store. They really want to. Think about the token store. They're kind of putting cards in the store. We've had these packs all year. They're kind of putting cards in the store. Very FIFA Mobile-y, very NBA, very trying to make you so they can control the market, right? Less of a market, less of an open market, more of an EA controlled market where they make all the money, right? I'm telling you, EA are getting closer and closer to try and monopolize the sort of transfer market. No one wants to listen to me. I'm scared for where this game's going in 3 or 4 years' time when it comes to the transfer market. I mean, if it's just going to be players in the store. I am a little bit scared. But with that, boys, let's jump into these leaks. Let's talk about these champs tokens and let's talk about Path to Glory. Path to Glory comes today, the official World Cup promo. Like I said at the start of the video, I really hope you're hyped for it, man. Get outside and watch some games for this World Cup. 36 teams, I think it is. It's 36 teams in the World Cup is crazy. Should be an amazing time in the summer and hopefully FC can deliver. So let's quickly start with this. This was the EA dev I was talking about earlier. I don't know if he's a dev, but he's like a product manager. He was having a full-on conversation with Nepenthes. And one of the things he was saying was, the whole reason I brought this up was because I think it's interesting. For next year, this would be for FC 27, is EA are experimenting with bringing tokens as a match reward. So I think rather than getting coins, you might get 3 tokens, right? If that makes sense. That's with the current token system, how it works. Every Rivals win, you get 3 or 4 tokens. So you can just play 10 Rivals games and get 30 or maybe 50 tokens that way. And it means it's more like how FIFA used to be, right? Where you'd play Rivals, what was then, seasons, and you'd get coins, and that was it. You just use those coins to buy players. Kind of the same. You play the game, get tokens, and then use those tokens to get players. But do you see how it's now not an open market? It's EA controlling it with the token store. I'm telling you, my conspiracy theory is going to come true one day. But it is a good thing overall, right? If you played the game and got tokens next year in FC 27, maybe that makes the game more playable. I'm scared of taking it away from the FIFA that we all love, but I feel like FIFA and FC is not really what, it used to be anymore anyway. So I don't mind EA leaning into this token system a little bit. But let's talk about these card designs. Now, this is talking about the Champs tokens, okay? New Champs tokens coming today. What are we playing FUT Champs for? Well, keep an eye on this design here, right? Festival of Football, National Pride. Card design got leaked into the game from FUT Scoreboard. Always happens, nothing new. I don't really like the design. I think it's kind of boring. Looks very Shapeshifters or FC Pro to me. But, each to their own. But we also have National Pride Red. Now, the fact it's National Pride Red, I think you know where I'm going with this. I think it's going to be the National Pride cards you got leaked. It's just what's going to be in the store, and that's it. I don't think this is going to be about, packs and EVOs and stuff like that, how we have in the normal token store. I think EA want to keep FUT Champs just getting red players. So National Pride Red. And you have the other National Pride Red card. I have no idea why this one's a little bit different. Maybe it's better. I don't know. But it's also called National Pride Red. So I think it's simply going to be, instead of getting red picks, the more tokens you get, you buy red picks. I don't know whether I like that. When we seen the National Pride cards leaked the other day or the other week, when was it? I don't know, a few days ago now. I'd say about 97% of them look crap, which makes me think that to get these big-end National Pride Red cards, you're either going to be a guy who goes 50-0, or you're going to be someone that has to play 2 or 3 weeks of champs. And that's like, I get that you get to choose the cards, but if you've got to play 3 weeks of FUT Champs before you can even get a card, is that worth it anymore? You're then effectively playing 2 weeks for nothing because you don't get rewards until 3 weeks' times, and then by then the rewards might not be worth it. I don't know. I hope what EA do is a progressive shop where it gets better and better as the week goes on, right? So maybe the first week we have National Pride Reds and they're okay. Next week a bit better. Next week a bit better, and it makes it so you feel like you're working towards something. We'll have to wait and see the token cost, the exact cards that are in it. If there are EVOs and different things, maybe like a FUT Champs cosmetic EVO would make sense for EA to put in. But I don't think you should expect EVOs and packs in the FUT Champs one as much. It's more going to be players. Now, the reason that is hype to a degree, I guess a little bit hype, is the FUT Birthday or the FUT Lab, whatever it's called, the new playstyle lab. You know the whole thing where the FUT Birthday is now FUT Lab and you can put playstyles on cards. These are all the cards that fit, and National Pride and National Pride Red or National Pride Champions are two of the card types that fit, right? So what that means is I'm waffling about how red cards are bad or could be bad because the hype on them cards isn't there. All of these cards are going to launch with 0 playstyles and 0 playstyle pluses. So what you're going to have essentially is red picks with perfect playstyles, but just not as good cards. I don't know if that's better or worse. I actually don't know. It's one of the few times where I don't have an opinion on something. I'm kind of undecided. I don't know whether that's better or worse. These are all the cards that fit into the FUT Lab, and again, National Pride both there. Let me know what you guys think. Is having red picks that are worse cards, but maybe perfect playstyles and playstyle pluses that you can customize, is that better or worse? I think I need to see it in the game and see like how much the different cards cost, because if it's too expensive, that'll just kill the hype of FUT Champs for me and really make me not want to play it until FC 27 next year. So we'll keep an eye on that tonight on the Twitch stream. Make sure you get yourself to the Twitch stream tonight when we cover all of this, because there's been so much content recently. We'll be trading, just looking at all the content, doing some good stuff. But tonight, speaking of things that's coming on the game, 91 rated cam evolution, and then also a 90 rated left back evolution. So 90 rated left back evolution is going to be the free chain, not a chain, but like a lower rated evolution. But the big one, a 91 rated cam evolution. We don't have too many details on the actual Evo itself, but I think we were finally due a cam Evo. The problem is, I feel like everyone's almost got cams in the team now. There's just been so many SBCs and different things over the last few weeks. My sort of take on this, or like I don't even call it a hot take, but this new Evo needs to be insane because of what we got in the token store now. The rest of the game has to keep up. Like the 2000 token, yes, we can't get it yet. We have to wait until next week. But if this 91 rated cam Evo is just nowhere near that 97 rated Evo, I'm not saying it should be on the same level, obviously, but if it's nowhere near it at all, then it almost feels a little bit like what's the point? And Friday are normally super hyped EVOs, so hopefully that comes through. Hopefully the left back one is decent. Let me know. Lost the ability to speak there for a second. Let me know if you guys have any 91 rated cams, 90 rated left backs. I assume the 90 rated left back will be more like a chain one. Of course, the big player that everyone will be thinking about when it comes to 90 rated left backs is Jadon Oosterwolde, who's now only 90,000 coins. He already fits in Anfield's wall. Maybe could be some crazy chain for him there. And in terms of 91 rated cams, like, there's just nothing. I guess the only one possibly is Timewarp Messi if he fits it. But I just don't see it, you know, being the best Evo for him. I reckon waiting and chain him over the next, you know, couple days and weeks will be better for this Messi anyway. But I guess Messi could fit, and that's pretty cool. But apart from that, we don't really know too much. I hope the 91 rated cam does come through and keeps up with the rest of the game. Sure, we can find the best options on the stream tonight. We normally can find the best options and maybe even invest in some of them a little bit rash after 6 p.m. content. But let's talk path to glory, because we have got some huge, and I do actually mean that, right? Sometimes we overhype things that come in, they come on the game and they're crap. Some huge SBCs leak, because these are live cards, and you've got Ferran Torres with finesse, quick step, low driven, and really nice stats, who is a live card for Spain. You have got this Cody Gakpo, and this, by the way, is my prediction. I have no idea. My prediction for the card to come tonight at content. That would be very interesting. What price would you put on this Cody Gakpo 95 rated live card with the 3 best playstyle pluses for a winger? He should be able to be made lengthy as well because he's tall enough and has normally the right stats. Has bonkers stats as it is. Plays for a semi-decent nations. Whenever I speak to someone from the Netherlands, they're not massive on the manager and, you know, their chances at the World Cup. But plays for a semi-decent nation. He should be, again, in my opinion, he's the best card. The SBC that comes today at content, that could cook some of the attacker market. That could make fodder do well. That card, despite it being C9 Cody Gakpo 007, could be very hyped, very nice. And I am excited for it as a Liverpool fan. I'm kind of joking around, right? I'm excited as a Liverpool fan. That card to me looks like the best SBC we've had in a long time. Maybe up there with Salah, as long as he's not as expensive as Salah, right? There's no way this card's 2 million coins. But it doesn't end there. We've also got this official stats Erdegaard card leak. This could easily be the SBC today as well. I think Gakpo will be the SBC today. But you could easily see this 95 Erdegaard with tech, incisive ticky, and again, bonkers stats. Norway is everyone's dark horse of the World Cup. I feel like if you think that Norway are going to do well in the World Cup, you're not special. Everyone's already got them down as a dark horse. But he looks really nice as well. And I just think the SBCs, from what I'm seeing leaked so far anyway, do look really nice. The fact that these are live cards, it's always nice having an SBC live card, if you guys remember cards like the Champions League Eze, because you do a card, you put them in your team, and then you've got like a bit of an affinity with them. You can watch the games and see how they get on, so I always feel that's, you know, that's pretty decent. And here it is then, the full Path to Glory official team. Obviously not going to go over everything, but boys and girls, there are some absolutely amazing cards. And Araujo looks broken, looks like he's right up there with the top end centre-backs in the game. You've got some nice cards on this row here, like a Ruben Dias, who should play brilliant. 88 pace, 95 defending, 94 physical. And Portugal are up there with people's favourites to actually win the World Cup this year. A Simeone card that probably needs a few upgrades. You've got a Davies card who's not lengthy, but I've got a sneaky suspicion people are going to try to play this card right wing if they can, because he's just going to be rapid, that rapid plus there. But anyway, nice. Marmoush, Egypt's not the best, but he's had some broken stats. We looked at him the other day, and then you're onto the 4 playstyle plus cards, like Musiala with 4 playstyle plus, all of them there. De Jong, 4 playstyle plus, all of them there. De Bruyne, maybe not the lob pass, but some really nice 4 playstyle plus. Rodri, Saka, Vinny. Look at the stats on Saka, by the way. This is an upgradable card. Are we bonkers? Are we joking? We could see some broken prices on these cards. I spoke about Pulisic the other day because, of course, my LeBron James of Saka. I'm sure you Americans are chasing that card. James Rodriguez as well. These cards come into packs. Have you guys got any packs saved? I've said for a while, save packs for today at content. We'll be doing a big pack opening on my account, a player pick opening as well, and then maybe even grinding some more packs today at content. People are going to be opening, I guarantee, going to be opening some of the token store packs, because we've got that fantasy of football pack in the token store as well. We need to see what the weight is like on these cards. Are these cards easy to pack? Are the good ones easy to pack? Or are you going to end up with Wolf, McKinnon, Boxall, and Ryan Mendes in your packs? Possibly, man. Possibly. It could be a very Prime Heroes promo where they're really easy to pack, but only the crap ones. I hope not. I hope they're actually, you know, somewhat packable, so it makes the promo more enjoyable. But boys, who are we all chasing from our pack save? Has to be Vinicius Jr., has to be Marmoush, has to be Musiala as well. He looks broken. So I'm very, very hyped for that. Very, very hyped indeed. And I'm also more hyped because we've got 29.3 million coins, when yesterday we were on 25 million coins. So what happened? Well, after the video, and if you guys have not seen it, check out after this one when we talked about all the new content in the World Cup. It was like a 40-minute video. I said to you boys, I said, look, market's crashing. I think the low's going to come soon, and I'm going to personally choose the UCL winner cards, or the winner cards in general. And I put my money where my mouth is. I picked up a couple of Ronaldos, and the rest of my coins went all into these winner cards. Put my money where my mouth is. I picked up Kikas at 1.3s, sold at 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 18. Sold this other Kika at 185, made ridiculous coins. Yeremy Pino picked up at like 330s, sold him at 491, 481. He's actually higher now at 550. We picked up a Salmas at a 2.1 to 2.2. She actually went lower than that to 2 million coins flat, but we sold her at 27, 26, 29, 27. Crazy. Pure, we actually broke even on. Bought at 1.4, sold at 1.4. You win some, you lose some. Another Kika there sold at 1.6. A Gessan that we bought at like 270, sold at 306. Nothing crazy there. Bought some Ronaldos at 800, sold them at 1 million coins. Bought the Foot Birthday for 1.2, sold at 1.2. And overall, made around 4 million coins in a couple hours of trading. All these cards were sold Thursday night. Not even Thursday night. Thursday midday to the evening. Made 4 million coins. Why did they do so well? How can we do it next time? It's all about cards that are rare and still usable. This Kika Nazareth card is rarer than every single Ultimate Tots card. Every single one. And she's better than every single Ultimate Tots card. And she crashed just as much as every single Ultimate Tots card. So, of course, she's going to be the card that gets bought back, not the Ultimate Tots cards. Same with Salma. The reason you go with rare cards is this Salma card went lower than what I paid for her, but I held it. And because she's so rare, she had a couple rarity spikes. I sold in the rarity spikes, and all of a sudden, on the Salmas alone, I was up over 1.5 million coins, 1.5 million coins, because of 2 different rarity spikes. That is why you trade rare cards. That is why you trade meta cards. And that is why you listen to the BigJead, boys. Honestly, the first trade we've made in like a couple of weeks, 4 million coins. So we've got 30 million coins of Path to Glory. Get yourself on the Twitch streams for what we're going to be doing on our account. We can have fun with packs, trying out all these new Path to Glory cards. You may as well do all the SBCs and EVOs as well. But boys, what are we doing today? What is coming on this game then? So first of all, Friday content. You guys know my mantra by now. I always try and get liquid, hence why I've sold everything for Friday content. And I recommend you guys doing the same, unless you're holding something that was called in the free Discord. Maybe you hold something into it. There's not too much I'll be holding right now, though. I want my coins ready to trade these Path to Glory cards. 85s, if you did buy it discard, like I said, you can sell them all at 1.5k every single night, which is great. Double your coin once again. So if you're low budget around here, should be absolutely flying. And fodder team of the seasons, remember, we said sell your fodder team of the seasons, because even at the 23, 24,000 coins, the highest they have been, we've got that tradable team of the season pack leaked in the code. We don't know when it's coming. It could come as soon as today. It might not come for a week, but if it comes today, these 23,000 coin cards go right back down to 15 or 16,000 coins if it's a repeatable pack, or even if it's just a really easy SBC. So make sure you sell your fodder team of the seasons. They went from 15 to 24,000 coins. Done really well there. But boys and girls, as always we say on a Friday video, get liquid. get ready for this Path to Glory promo. As you can see, these UCL cards floating around, fluctuating loads now. Kika's going from 1.4 to 1.6. He fluctuates loads. Really good to fluctuation trade. And if it wasn't a Friday, I'd be saying get involved there. Salma's been going from 2.3 to 2.7. Lovely fluctuations there. Pretty much all the winner squads have been doing the same. The ultimate tots, I guarantee there are some cards that have risen here, but most of the cards, like I sold this Ronaldo for $1 million and then he's dropped since, they're not as hyped as the winner cards. They're also not as rare, and they're also getting replaced by a lot of these teams, cards coming in the new teams and the EVOs and stuff. Attackers died way more, or way worse than defenders. The reason for that was because we got so much attacker content, especially the EVOs. Everyone sees those token EVOs and just goes straight away and puts them all on attackers when they can. So a lot of attackers like Messi just died and will not recover fully. And if you did hold any cards into yesterday's market crash, especially if you hold some of the cards like FIFA, loads of people are trying to buy this FIFA on a rebound. And yes, he had, small rebounds. He went to 100 to 135k. Nothing like the UCL winner cards that we went for, right? So if you did get cooked on some of these cards, don't you worry. We'll make it all pack during Path to Glory. These cards will not rise back up to the prices they were. I think they could slowly start to climb again as more people do EVOs on them and they slowly get rarer again. But just know, you're never going to see this price again now on FIFA, because this price was simply because you couldn't make EVOs tradable again. Now that you can make EVOs tradable, if FIFA got to 200,000 coins, people will just sell their FIFA that they've EVO'd, and then she comes back down to 150 or 130. So just know, the whole season, the whole era of rarity spike EVOs is kind of dead to a degree. Boys and girls, what a time to be playing FT26, man. Such a negative game. And if you're someone that's online on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, and you see any of the negativity, just try and avoid it, man. Enjoy the World Cup. Enjoy FT26 during the World Cup. Enjoy your summer. More importantly for now, enjoy the weekend. And boys and girls, subscribe if you are new. And until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.